Sir, I know what you're wondering. What you talking about, Walt Diddy? Is the lack of high-value men affecting fertility in the United States and around the world? I'm saying no woman, no love, no money, no fertility. Let's get right into it right now with this conversation from the BBC. A Karen and a Becky having a conversation about a lot of different things. I'm going to chime in. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. No voice changer needed.
I've heard lots of discussions about why women would choose not to have children in terms of what's happening in society and culturally as well. But how are young men particularly feeling?
There's a difference between having fewer children and not having any children at all. There's, I suppose, a different mindset. One of the biggest reasons why people don't have children is because they can't find a partner. That's men or women.
Wrong, Karen. We all know Chad. We know Hakeem. We know Julio. We know Bruce Lee and all them cool brothers. Guess what? Let me tell you about Hakeem. Hakeem showed up with a damn game blunt roll with some of the finest loud he can find. He popped in with a 6-pack of Natty Light. He gonna roll up on the set. There are a few chicks there. There's some hotties. You know, even some innocent good girls. He gonna pass the blunt around, but everybody know all 6 of them damn beers is for him. He drinks all 6. Say some cool shit. He hitting the chick that don't even drink or smoke. Also, we know Chad. Chad pulls up on the scene, right? And his old 2006 Chevy Caprice. He got a joint behind his ear. Got his guitar. He gets out, says what's up. He got that joint behind his ear, and he got a 6-pack of Michelob Ultra. Pulls up on the scene, plays a few jams, sang a few damn songs. Is he going to get signed next week? Probably not. But it impressed Becky, Karen, Renee, and Angela. He passed that joint around. He chugs all 6 of the Michelob Ultras. I mean, very fast. And guess what? He goes home with Angela. It's a Saturday night. Angela going to get up in the morning and go to church. So I'm going to disagree with that. What type of men are they talking about? We're going to get to that in just a minute. Let's let Karen finish up.
What we're seeing now in Europe, and it's likely that other countries will follow in this trend, is a situation where it's men of the lowest income who are most likely to remain childless. And that's involuntarily childless. So it's not that they decide when they're young they don't want to have children. It's that they assume that they will have children, and then as they get older, it doesn't happen. So the poorest
Give yourself another 0, Karen. Some of the brokest men I know got kids. Kids are usually made in your 20s. College, broke. High school, broke. What men are we talking about? We're going to get to that in just a little bit. And has the dynamic changed, right? So this is from a Gen X point of view I'm giving. Things have changed for the younger millennials and zillennials. She's going to get into a little bit of that, and then we're going to chop it up.
Part of this is likely this idea called the mating gap. It's a term a sociologist called Marcia Enhorn coined. She was doing research on egg freezing, and she found all the women that she spoke to were... The reason that they were freezing their eggs is because they couldn't find a partner. She realized that part of the reason they couldn't find a partner is that they were looking for someone of their level of education or higher. Whereas we have this situation now where in 60% of countries, women are achieving more in education than men. So if you've got a situation where women are more educated, but less likely to partner with someone who is less well educated, there's a pool of men who aren't eligible, I suppose.
Pool of men are not eligible. Education, the biggest misnomer in the world. Ma'am, you are educated to be a nurse. What the hell do you know about microbiology? Ma'am, you have a sociology degree. What the said hell do you know about legal matters? Ma'am, congratulations. You're going to be a social worker when you get out of college. But guess what? Do you know anything about supply chain management? Education. Right? You go to college to specialize in a field. Just because you know something about that field does not mean you are totally... What do you know about political science, ma'am? You have that nice nursing degree on your wall. I'm educated in damn nursing. Not eligible. Ma'am, I can tell you that broke, dusty looking guy that's wiring up houses, the electrician, wow, if he's a master at it, he's making over 6 figures. Ma'am, that dirty, dingy rascal of a man that's on that Caterpillar big moving all that dirt. Chances are he makes about 80 grand or more, depending on where he is. Education. Here's something that you think about, ladies. Should you be taking and dating and mating advice from someone that's, and I know she look like a lovely lady, but she ain't in her damn 20s. The rich, powerful, I got it kind of man has a lot of options, and he's probably going to choose the youngest, most legal option he can find. She ain't getting chose. She's going to get a broken dusty or a woman or a vibrator. I'm sorry, I didn't make these damn rules. Nature did. You know, good and well, from the time that you 14 to the time you in your 30s, the world in your damn hand. Choose, hey, ghost a month up in a minute, get free drinks, free dinner. That shit runs out. I'm in my 40s. No disrespect to 40-year-old women. I ain't dating you unless you paying. So I know you didn't have that. You've had the time of your life, and it wasn't with me. No. In my 40s, no kids, pocket full of damn money, a lot of options. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? That's another video. I may make it. Let's continue with what Karen is talking about.
And Stephanie, there's also lots of conversations at the moment, it seems, about young men and how they feel about their place in the world, particularly in the West.
So Mayo Malaise describes the idea that young men are struggling to understand their place in the world as women are empowered. And that's creating a kind of a gap in expectation, say, or a gap in income. So the gap in expectation could be young men who don't expect that they should have a 50-50 partnership at home, and women who expect that.
Stop. I've not met a woman that want a 50-50 partnership. Will she accept it? Perhaps. Want it? Hell no. Hell no. I don't care if she make 100 racks. She wants somebody to make 250 and she get to keep her damn money. It's called hypergamy. Human nature, female nature. It's cool. All us guys know it about our salt. But don't give me that. Don't give me that. And as far as you hear what she says, empowered. You don't empower yourself. Someone gives you empowerment. Let's get that straight. Empowered. Here is the best homework assignment I can give you, ladies. Next time you're in your group, you know these women. How many of you make 80K? I don't have any associates that report to me that make 80K. I don't know the lady that's receiving freights, the damn desk clerk, the chick that just checked me in at the damn dentist. She ain't making $80,000 a year. We're talking about a small amount of women that's making 80 and above. We're talking about a small amount of men that's making 80 and above. But we just made this and put this all lumped into the dating and mating conversation, and you all are suffering. I don't give a damn, tell you the truth, but you're suffering. I can gather all the homies I know. There ain't gonna be but one or two of us that make 80K. You can gather all the girlfriends you know, and man, depending on where you are regionally, you don't know no damn woman personally that making no damn 80K. So the HR manager, your sister, she make 80K. Everybody under her don't. The HR generalist don't. The HR supervisor don't. The damn clerk woman don't. It's all social media distractions and illusions that could be bringing down fertility rates. Let's let Karen finish. She knows more than I do.
So there's a divergence in values. And this researcher, Vincent Straub, was saying that is really going to have a profound effect on fertility. But more than that, that this generation of struggling men are more likely to suffer from things like alcoholism or drug addiction. They're more likely to become prey to these deaths of despair, or depression, anxiety, addiction, and all of those things affect fertility socially, but also biologically. So he was.
Guess what else is going to affect society? If those men are suffering from what she just mentioned, who's going to the military? The military videos I see of you ladies, you're twerking, showing off your curves. I don't see you with the big ratchets out crawling in the mud doing your thing. Who's going to do the construction? Who's coming to cut your lawn, ma'am? I don't see too many pretty young ladies with their nice nails, the French manicure, and the BBL out with a damn lawn service. Who's going to climb up in your attic and pull those wires to rewire your home? Who's getting on top of the damn house, putting on the shingles? Something to think about. You get a lot of this. I don't care. You should care. That's your brother, your cousin, your uncle. That's somebody that's going to affect you. Or you just going to show up at the funeral when they self-delete, with your pretty dress and your fake tears, eat a little macaroni, cheese, chicken, go back to the house and swipe left or right.
concerned, he is really concerned that we're overlooking this crisis among young men and that we're overlooking its impact on fertility.
And Stephanie, what about how society views children? Because it feels like that's changed as well, in my lifetime anyway.
So that is at the core of what sociologists are now seeing in terms of the trends in Europe. So before, having a child and even getting married was seen as something you did on the bridge to adulthood. As you started out in your life as an adult, you know, you would get married in your early 20s as soon as you finished college maybe. So it was seen as a cornerstone event, and now it's seen as a capstone event. So you get married and you have children. Once you've achieved all the other things that you want to achieve in life, you know, once you've...
After you achieve what you want to achieve in life, ma'am, what's your plan when that achievement doesn't come to 35, 40? SOL. So the women that's freezing these eggs are probably chicks my age that chose that, and now Brad, Chad, Hakeem done cleaned up, still cool as a mother hubber, and got another chick. Could that be it? So what have we learned here, ladies and gentlemen? The sociologist that was just in said video gave us some information. Women are more educated. I'm going to give you that. Education, I will also remind you, does not mean you know everything. I went to school for psychology. What the hell do I know about microbiology? I am a psych major. I don't mean I know anything about political science or civil law. Something to think about. Here's something else to think about. Younger millennials and zillennial men are having trouble finding their way. Us men are sold the illusion through movies, our parents, especially our moms, that women are sugar, spice, everything nice until you find out it ain't the truth. Ladies, you have been compacted into a conversation that probably may not apply to you. You 25-year-old hot young thing, you don't make $80,000 a year. You ain't a damn CEO. What do you care? But you've been lumped into that. You're listening to 40, 50-year-old women give you bad game. The whole dating and mating conversation is people over 30. And we've drug in Gen Z, who is still learning, has no damn idea how to balance their damn checkbook, a.k.a. bank account, let alone make $80,000 a year. Sir, get in your group, 10 men. I guarantee you 2 hands won't go up, make 80K. Ma'am, get in your group. They probably one hand that may go up 80K. Stop the cap. Remember these 2 things before I end this segment. Number 1, ask yourself, is the lack of high-value men affecting mating and dating? Am I a high-value man to you, ma'am? You make $15 an hour, I make $25. Is that not high value enough? Ask yourself, ma'am, how many people you know that's a woman personally in your family circle that make 6 figures? And I will tell you that is the exception to the rule, but the rule makes the exception. In this world, everyone is average something. Average height, average build, average amount of money, average amount of talent. That's the way nature works. And number 2, I just brought this conversation to you. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. A notification bell gonna bust through your screen and hit you.
Y'all the reason we keep pushing. Keep on talking. We like it.